I've been holding this inside for a while now, and I feel like I just need to get it out. Maybe talking about it will make me feel better. Or maybe, just maybe, someone out there will hear this and feel a little less alone. So here's the thing. I've been trying to learn English for years, and when I say years, I mean it. It's been a huge part of my life. But the funny thing is, I'm still not where I want to be. I can understand English. If you give me a book, a website, or even a movie, I can follow along pretty well. Sometimes I even surprise myself with how much I understand. Like, I can catch the jokes, understand the context, and figure out what's going on. But when it comes to speaking, it's like I hit a wall. A really high, impossible to climb wall. I get stuck. My thoughts are racing, and I know what I want to say, but the words just don't come out. Or worse, they come out all wrong. I feel like I've been living in this weird in-between space. I'm not a beginner, but I'm definitely not fluent. I can understand English, but I can't express myself in it. It's frustrating. It's embarrassing. And sometimes it feels like I'm never going to get past this stage. You know what's even more frustrating? I need to learn English. It's not just a hobby or something I'm doing for fun. It's a necessity. I've always had this dream of studying abroad. I want to go to a university where I can learn from the best professors, meet people from all over the world, and experience things I've only read about in books or seen in movies. But to do that, I need to speak English fluently. And it's not just about education, it's about my future. I want a good job, one that allows me to support my family and give them a better life. I see all these job postings where English fluency is a requirement, and it makes me realize how far I still have to go. Sometimes I imagine myself in the future. I'm sitting in a meeting, confidently presenting my ideas in English. Or I'm traveling to another country, making new friends and learning about their cultures without feeling shy or awkward. That's the dream. That's what I'm working toward. But right now, I'm stuck. You know what it feels like? It feels like I'm running a marathon, but I keep tripping over my own feet. Every time I try to speak, I get nervous. My brain goes blank, my words come out wrong, and I feel like everyone's judging me. There have been so many times when I've wanted to give up, when I've thought, what's the point? Maybe I'll never be good at this. But then I think about why I started. I think about my dreams, my goals, and my family. And somehow, I find the strength to keep going. Over the years, I've tried everything to improve my English. I've taken classes, watched videos, listened to podcasts, and practiced with apps. I even talk to myself in English sometimes. It feels silly, but it helps. One thing I've realized is that learning a language isn't just about memorizing words or grammar rules. It's about confidence. It's about being okay with making mistakes and learning from them. That's something I'm still working on. I remember this one time. I was in a group where everyone was speaking English. I wanted to join the conversation so badly, but I was too nervous. I just stood there, smiling and nodding, pretending to understand everything. When I finally tried to say something, my voice shook and I messed up the sentence. I was so embarrassed. I couldn't stop thinking about it for days. But then I realized something important. Everyone makes mistakes. Even native speakers mess up sometimes. So why should I be so hard on myself? Now I'm trying to focus on progress, not perfection. I celebrate the little victories, like the time I managed to introduce myself in English without stumbling, or when I understood a complicated sentence in a podcast. I've also started practicing with people online. There are so many communities out there for language learners. At first, I was scared to join. I thought, what if they judge me? But I quickly realized that everyone there is just like me, trying, failing, and learning. It's not easy, though. There are days when I feel like I'm not improving at all, like I'm stuck in the same place. But then I remind myself that learning a language takes time. It's not something you can master overnight. Sometimes I think about all the things I've learned along the way. I've learned to be patient with myself, to celebrate my progress, and to keep going even when it feels impossible. I've also learned that fear is my biggest enemy. The fear of making mistakes, the fear of being judged, it holds me back more than anything else. But the only way to overcome that fear is to face it. So I keep practicing. I keep trying. Because I know that one day, all of this hard work will pay off. One day, I'll be able to speak English fluently. I'll be able to express myself without hesitation. And when that day comes, I'll look back at this journey and be proud of how far I've come. If you're listening to this and you're struggling with something, whether it's learning English or chasing a dream, I just want to say, don't give up. Keep going. It's okay to feel frustrated. It's okay to make mistakes. But don't let those feelings stop you. We all have our own journeys, our own battles, and even though it's hard, I truly believe that we can overcome them. So let's keep going, one step at a time, one word at a time.